what I think it's Camino and what Camino really is. Expectation versus reality.
Yeah.
Because we all have this idea what Camino is. This is the episode especially for the first timers, but not only because
Well, people who already did Camino can share a lot
that's
what they thought the Camino was and what in reality was for them.
that's the main idea. Welcome everyone on the chat. Put your name, put where you're from, and what's your name, and how is your idea about the Camino? No,
Yeah.
what is the Camino for you? How was this first moment of I think Camino is this? Rather,
Sometimes even unconscious, no? I think, no, but unconscious. Yeah.
rather what happened later, right?
Yeah.
So as always, say hi, say where you're from, and two things that we're gonna tell you since the beginning. First of all, this is our new studio. Do you like the studio? Hopefully you like it.
This is a dog off limit, so we had to create a room where the dog couldn't go in.
And the second most important thing, today's episode is protected by Wongari. Okay, what is Wongari? If you heard us talking about merino wool, you know that we all wear merino wool, and that has been like.
Yeah, it's a life-changing gear experience.
So now the merino ships decided to actually make something for blisters. Okay, so that's the blister guard from Wongari, and they protecting today this
live stream,
and not only, and also our Caminos. We're going to talk
We're
about
gonna tell you more about it later. Yeah. We have Len, Ed Wright from England, Luke from Belgium, Duarte from Portugal.
Good one.
Who else, guys?
So, by the way, guys, so today this is the first conversation because before you even start to do the Camino, you're gonna ask yourself, but what is this Camino? Someone told me about that, right? I've heard. That's the most common one. Or I've seen Martin Sheen.
Oh, I've read.
I've read. So there's a way of explaining things by saying what other things are not, or rather what they could be. Let me put you in the context. My good examples. When you buy Harley Davidson, yeah, do you think you're buying a bike? Probably you say yes, right? But everyone knows.
You buy the feeling.
Yes, you buy
the reverence.
You buy freedom.
The freedom.
You buy, when you get a Harley Davidson, there is something different happening than just getting a bike.
Yeah.
You're gonna drive the bike, right? You're gonna be there owning this. I don't know. You're gonna be there. But now happens. I know it's a different example.
Yeah.
But what about when you buy a Louis Vuitton bag?
Yeah. I mean,
it's the same example, right? So the same with the Camino. The one thing is what we think the Camino is, and what is it on the paper, history-wise, sociology-wise, and any other logic-wise. And then the other is the implied meaning of what Camino is. That's what we're going to talk today about. Yeah? Brace yourself.
Good introduction.
Anyway, just by the way, we Erica and Ricky. There's this beautiful Erica. And Erica.
Funny. Ricky who just shaved. Well done.
Thank you, baby. So we're doing it for everyone who's starting the journey on the Camino de Santiago, and not only many people that have been with us for many years, and they just finished the Camino, yes?
Yeah, Len just finished.
Len, congratulations for finishing the Camino de Santiago. I remember Len started in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port the French way, right?
Yeah. He was with us in the retreat, and then he went for his Camino.
Yeah, all the memories. Anyways, coming back to the deal, because we talking deal. You know that we Let me get to from a different angle. You know that we are all about stories, not about Caminotellers, but the entire humankind is about telling each other stories. That's how we understand things. No?
How we can relate to things, no?
How we
With
can
a story that,
exactly
we can relate to.
how we can relate, we understand in this other way. Not really this is what it is, but rather what we can imagine. So I would love to start with one of the legends of the Camino de Santiago that helped me to understand myself what Camino really is. Okay? I had a different idea before, and this legend that we
Did your idea change with this legend?
also.
Ah, interesting. I didn't know that.
Okay, listen to that, guys. I think it was 2 years ago. Okay, it was 2 years ago in one of the mythical albergues on the French Way in Dos Santos. And we met a person. You remember his name?
Jose Luis.
Jose Luis. He's still there. A long, long time
I
pilgrim.
think he's 80 plus, 80 something. So he's been a pilgrim since he was 30 years old, 50 years old.
50 years of pilgrims. And from everything that he told us one legend that for me was a game changer. So it goes like that. Thank you. So there was this group of French pilgrims walking towards Santiago. Okay? Bonjour, bonjour, la 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 la. So they were walking, actually, what they did, they were walking towards Santiago. And they decided to make a vow. The vow was, whatever happens, we're not going to leave each other. Like, we're not going to separate.
Yeah, because back in the days there was criminality. So they were all look each other back.
Yeah, the bears and the wolves,
criminals.
Yeah, and other con artists. But they say, we're not going to, we go into Spain, you don't know the Spain, so we don't know the language, we're going to stick together. But there was one pilgrim who said, I don't want to sign anything. I don't want to swear. I don't want to vow anything because I don't want to promise because you never know. That's what life is. Do you know this story, guys, by the way? If anyone knows this story, please put it in the comment because it's interesting. Every legend has a different version, no? So maybe you heard it a different way. Anyway.
I never heard this story apart from Jose Luis.
Okay.
Yeah, so maybe you will be the one spreading it to the world today.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if you know this story. So that pilgrim said, I don't want to sign for anything. I'm cool with whatever it is, like let's just walk. Let's just take it easy and let's just let it be. So they walk, and you have to cross the mountains, you have to go under the bridges, and life is not easy as a pilgrim. And then what happens?
One fell sick.
One of them fell sick. So, as the vow demands, everyone stop, everyone wait. He's not getting any better. Day after day, he's not getting any better.
And then the other ones wanted to get to Santiago. It was a matter of, you need to get the plenary indulgence. You have to get to Santiago.
That's what it is. So everyone thinks about themselves, and nearly all the group decides to
leave.
Let them be. But that one person who didn't want to sign anything decides to stay with the fellow pilgrim. And he's like, I'm staying, no matter what. You get better. I'll make you feel good, So anyway, so he was doing massages for the other pilgrim, massages the feet of other. Anyway, that's kind of Camino Tellers style. So the idea is that they stayed together for so long until the other pilgrim didn't feel good. And eventually, after maybe a month or two, as the legend says, they started to walk. And that day when they started to walk, it was pitch black. Pitch black. And from this pitch blackness, a horse. Yeah. A horse comes. And with the guy on the horse and say, are you two pilgrims walking to Santiago?
With that accent.
Yeah. And they say, "We?" Like we in French. Yes, we are. And they say, "Okay, jump on. I will take you to Santiago." Legends, right? So they jump on the horse with the guy, and with the horse rider, they take him to the Monte Tegoso, which is 4 kilometers from Santiago. And when he leaves them, they just crossed like 500 kilometers, by the way. Yeah?
So
Um,
easy.
when he left them, he said, "If you meet your friends, tell them they don't need to come. They don't have to come to Santiago, because I'm not going to pardon them any sins. But you are sins already. How you say this? Your sins are being
Freed.
free."
Yeah, you're free from your sins. Yeah.
So this is the story. Okay, this is
So this was one of the miracle of Santiago.
yeah.
He was the guy.
There
He
was
was
the
the
guy.
guy on the horse.
There was the guy from the horse. So this is the big story. The big story is how through that legend I started to see what Camino is,
Mhm.
which is not just about me, but anyway, everyone has his own conclusion, right?
Mhm. So what did you take away from this story? What did it teach you?
That there are some universal stories that can teach you much more than any book, because you can read in the book thousand things, but then in one story just gets to you, and that story just 2 years ago.
Mhm.
One conversation with one man 2 years ago, and I remember this story.
Yeah, I do.
How
I
crazy
do.
it was.
Yeah, because the man was also
Particular,
one
yeah.
of his kind.
So this is just an introduction to what actually we're doing, guys. By the way, say hi, say where you're from. Remember, today we're in a special, particular moment because our little puppy is on the other side. Say hi, say where you're from. Ross is on
We
the.
have Ross and Ginny, maybe. I don't know if Ginny is with Ross. We have Patrick from California. I will do Camino in September 2025.
Superb, guys. Share with us good vibes, share with the community. Remember, these live streams, these sessions are getting to thousands of people, and thousands of people can benefit from them. Okay, let's jump into what do we think about Camino? What do you think about why people do the Camino?
There's so many reasons. When we there is a tradition, no? When we start the French way and we get to Horizon, there is this dinner with maybe we are 50 people around the table, and before food they make us stand up one after the other saying our name and the reason why we do the Camino.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So
Like a first introduction.
yeah, it's like, oh, hello, America, I come from Italy, and I do the Camino for blah, blah, blah. And it's funny how in Horizon, which is the first stop from Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port, the reasons are I want to lose weight, I want to challenge myself, I'm on holiday, it looks like fun, all these reasons. Yeah. And then you meet them.
Something happens.
Yeah, something happens in the middle. You meet them in Santiago, and their answers is completely different.
I will dig into this first one. Many people. I think that many people do it because of the body, yeah, because of like they want to prove themselves something, or maybe they want to lose the weight. And it happens to me, totally contrary. I gain weight on the Camino de Santiago.
You lost it again.
I know, because I'm not walking. Happens to me something particular. I just eat a lot, lots of tortilla. Whoever tortilla, just hands up. Whoever loves tortilla.
No, it's not for the tortilla. It's because you eat a 3-course meal for dinner and then you also eat my dessert. That's why you gain weight.
Okay. So the idea is the first important. Yeah, I get. So, but if you do it for the purpose of losing the weight, possible, right? You don't feel discouraged if you hear, no, this is super important walk. It is. But don't feel discouraged because your reason is valid. And if
All
you,
the reasons are
all the
valid.
reasons are valid, okay? Then, and the reason of losing the weight and the reason of finding the body, like, I don't know, proving yourself something is a good reason. My first Camino was about that.
Losing weight.
Yeah. I never gained any weight since then. But so the first one, losing the body reasons, yeah, proving yourself that
It's
you.
like challenging yourself. See where your body can go.
And many young people actually do it that way. Yeah, many youngsters they walk 40 kilometers a day. They see how where the body is, and anyway, we did it last Camino as well, right? The last stage we walked 50 kilometers in one go.
But was it for physical reasons?
No, because it was your idea. And what I have to do, I just follow, I just, Ricky, we go and go 50 kilometers.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, okay. But it's a good reason. And many reasons for many. Guys, hands up, get hands up if this is your reason. Okay?
The physical.
The body.
The body.
The body. Cool. We're all good with that, huh?
I think the physical reason is something that attracts many people because it's something tangible. It's something that I can touch. It's something that I can prepare for. I can prepare physically for the Camino, so it's easy to focus on that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But you don't know what's after, so you cannot prepare for that if you don't know.
I'm gonna just pull Erica's tongue. You wanna tell what happened yesterday?
So.
Yeah. But remember, this is the Camino thing, so.
Okay. So yesterday I went for a art therapy session that a friend of mine was organizing. And the exercise was that we had to visualize ourselves in the place where we want to be, mental, emotional place, I mean, and manifest it, and then draw how you would feel. Yeah?
Yeah, true story.
As you were feeling it right now. As if you were embodying it, no?
Yeah.
So I'm a person that really grounded. I really need to touch the things I'm talking about. So I said, how can I draw a feeling and draw a feeling that I don't know what it feels like? True. Because I don't feel it. It's something that I would like to feel. So what I did is having two drawing. I start drawing first things that are familiar to me, like walking in the forest with Ricky and the puppy, the seaside, music around me, people laughing around me, all things that I can relate to. And by drawing that, I could draw my feelings. And it was an interesting exercise. It's like, what we are talking about. Like you were telling me this because it's related. You have to start with something that is tangible that you can relate to, and then move forward to another level, to a deeper level.
Because you see, many people would say, "Oh, this is the Camino; it's a spiritual walk." Yeah, it has a tradition, 1791, maybe thousands years of tradition, and it's a Christian pilgrimage. Yes, if you feel the call, you're blessed because you walk in it for that particular purpose. But if your call for walking the Camino can come from any other direction, like for the body, because maybe that's the moment in your life that's for that, right?
Yeah. Ed says, I think for many people, Camino is seen as a way to find a new path. Many people are trying to recover from some setback in their life.
Yeah, interesting. Guys, put your idea on what is coming on the comments. Let's see what is that. right? What is that?
Len says, I lost 20 pounds on Camino. 20 pounds is 9 kilos. Oh my God, you were already thin.
Yeah. 800 kilo, 500 miles he did there. But let us come back just for the second.
Okay.
Because we weave and weave, but we have to get down to what Camino is. Another of the expectation is a travel
The cheapest backpacking
trip ever.
trip ever, or the longest pub crawl ever. That's another definition.
That's another definition. Now, sustainable holidays, like people go to, after the COVID, they all went out and they just to the
They
wild.
just wanted outdoors, yeah.
And happen to be that Camino, it's all about outdoors, right? And culture and meeting new people and eating well and sleeping well. Sleeping well, not really. So, yeah, travel. For many people, the travel is the main motivation.
Yeah. It's also valid, no?
Oh, fuck.
You have culture, you have gastronomy, you have history, you have a lot of things.
I think it actually should be one of the signatures in the school. People should walk.
Caminology.
Caminology. They should come and experience a country, walk in the pilgrim.
Well, Spanish people do.
That's true.
Spanish kids. The puppy is getting wild.
The puppy is getting wild.
Ross was asking, how is Blue?
Blue.
While you answer, I'm gonna check on him.
You check on Blue. Maybe you give him bone or something. So, a long story short, guys. This is this idea of sustainable travel, and not only sustainable. Now, I don't know if you've seen the pictures of people climbing Mount Everest in the row, super tight. Yeah, or maybe Kilimanjaro, that there's like already traffic on the climbing the summit. And maybe Camino de Santiago fills into this first idea of let's just, I have 2 weeks of holidays, I have a week of holiday, maybe I have a month of holiday, let's go and see other culture.
I think I went with the microphone on.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry, guys. Because he was chewing on the pig ear, and the pig ear went too far and couldn't reach it. That's why he was scratching. Sorry.
That's what it is. Real stories. Just Caminotellers, right? So totally valid. Body, travel, bucket lists. Yeah.
He was on my bucket list.
Was it?
For many years, yeah. Yeah.
But why? How do you put things in the bucket list?
I want to do that.
Because why?
Well, for me it was because I've been wanting to do it since I was 12, since I read the book Paulo Coelho, so it was on my bucket list since then. Yeah. Everyone has his own reason.
That's true. So you see, these are the main, and obviously the bucket list, and then spiritual call. And we met the hundreds, maybe not even thousands of people throughout these years that they felt the call, right?
Mm-hmm.
They felt the call, and sometimes they were preparing for 20 years, sometimes we're there, and because that was a spiritual journey for them. Also totally valid.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, if you're just connecting to us, as always, say hi, say where you're from. Remember, you are part of the Camino community. If you're preparing for 2025 Camino 2026, ask us any questions, because this is a live Q&A. So any questions you might have, simply ask.
Ed says, I agree, most pilgrims seem to be either young or old. Very few middle-aged people. But that's also because middle-aged people are working.
Or they have a dog.
Or they have kids.
Or they have kids.
So young people, either they just finish college, so they go for this adventure before they get into the work, marriage, kids, dog, and everything in between. Or retired people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, totally true. So I think that the prime time of the life shows you which one you can, if you can have enough time to walk or not.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Maria's there. Maria's also on the chat. Guys, this is the beautiful re-encounter of many souls that we met along the way. Okay. This is the beautiful moment to say hi, to say where you're from, and comment, ask, and share your experience. What is the Camino for you? Because maybe your point of view can be a life changer for somebody. All right?
I like what Matthew says. He says, the Camino is a blank canvas. You can make it what you want.
Yeah. And we actually in a half point of this, what are the expectations of the Camino? The expectations could be various. As many people, as many expectations. But what is the reality?
What is the reality?
Before we get into the reality, guys, I have a question to everyone. Okay? I have a question to you as well.
Let's see. How many seconds do I have to answer?
Yeah, just quick.
Okay.
When you walk when you climb Mount Everest, do you climb in one time, in one go, or how do you do it?
Well, I never climbed Mount Everest to start with.
It's not on your bucket list, no?
No.
Maybe
it's too cold. It's too cold. The cold places are not on my bucket list. But you do gradually.
You do gradually. Okay.
You do slowly. You prepare for it. You prepare for the oxygen loss.
Yeah, totally. So the story is, before you actually hit the summit of Mount Everest, you have to stay in the base camp. You have to arrive to the base camp and stay there from 4 to 8 weeks, adjusting. You do like a little movements, little hikes around, but you have to be there before you climb. And coming back to Camino, whichever of the reasons you might have, the motivations that you might have for walking the Camino de Santiago, you have to promise us one thing. Whatever you do, whichever Camino you do, many kilometers you do, take your time before the journey to stop.
To adjust.
You don't even start, you have to stop. Because
no, just a chance to arrive.
You want to bring the little here?
I'm gonna take him.
Guys, I'm gonna show you our little glory. Little glory. Look at that. We're so proud of this little creature. Oh, yo. Yes. That's the moment. I think that we never actually introduced the doggy to the public before, no?
And I'm even scared to show this room.
Look at that!
Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello.
Look at that. I think you want some water, yes?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you water.
So guys, this is Blue. Blue, these are guys.
No.
He's forbidden to enter. He didn't know that the room existed.
This room existed, yeah. So I'm gonna take him out before he remembers.
Okay. I'll carry on. So, before you start, before you do any of the Caminos, okay, because you might be preparing for any, please, before you come and stop. Simply as simple as that. And this is why we decided to organize the Journey Within retreats in May and September 2025. Then we allow this adjustment, this acclimatization process to happen. Before actually rushing into your daily busy day-to-day life, which is busy, simply stop. Simply stop. You're arriving to the retreat, you're arriving the pre-Camino retreat, and then for 3 days, all you do is vibing with us and with the group of like-minded people, the Camino de Santiago, lowering down the the revolutions, understanding what Camino is for you, and also understanding the Camino vibe. We're going to talk about it in the end of this video also, because we're going to show you a video that we did, and we also have few beautiful people on the chat that they've been on us with us on the journey, pre-Camino journey. I think Ed was there, yes, Marsha was there, and they had this time to adjust, like in Mount Everest, to the new situation, super necessary for your journey to come. Okay, this is the little thing. We're going to show you the video in the end while Erica is adjusting to blue. Hello, blue. Hello, blue. People love blue. Falling asleep. So anyway, welcome everyone on one more time on the chat. This was blue. Is he?
I think he's falling asleep.
Falling asleep. He's gonna be a bit cranky. We didn't know the dogs are cranky, no?
Oh, he gets really cranky, like baby when they want to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, he's falling asleep. Anyways, so I've just introduced the pre-Camino retreat.
Okay.
Okay? You missed the most important part.
Join the Camino retreat.
So go to the website Caminotellers.com. Okay,
Yeah.
and there will be the retreat page. But anyway, we're going to talk about it a bit later, just before we end today's live. Now, the moment, the half.
Jamie asks, just a parenthesis for a question. Have you ever experienced ticks on your hike? You did, right? I didn't.
I did. On the primitive way some years ago, I had a tick, and they used the special tick fork to remove it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah? I tried to do it myself because I tried to be brave, but I just went to the doctor. No brave.
I think you can do it also in the pharmacy, no?
Mm-hmm.
Do they do it?
No, you can buy the thing, but you can go to the doctor. They prepare it for that. Eh? Half of the live stream already done. This is when reality comes in. Not the reality of the dog just being there and us being here and worrying about this little creature, but the reality of Camino, what the Camino actually is. I don't know even a person, I have to tell you, baby, I don't know even the person that started the Camino with one idea of the Camino and finish with the same idea.
You don't know?
No. Something happens. Something happens along the way. Okay? Depending on your Camino. We don't want to say in Burgos, no. Or in the Gijón. No. Or in Porto. No. Something happened along your Camino that translates the experience, the idea that you had in your head naturally to what Camino is for you.
Actually, we were saying before the story about Tosanto, this Jose Luis.
Yeah.
2 years ago when we were on Camino. I started my Camino with an idea. What happened?
I'm listening, baby.
Because you were like this with this face. I started that Camino with a particular idea in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this Camino is for this. X reason. And then we were in Tosanto. The experience was so magical for me, was so impacting, that then I said, okay, this is why I'm here. For me, it happened in Tosanto.
Yeah, but this is the thing. You have to be. It's like it's like you go to the gym. The muscles do not grow in the first session.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sweat. You have to have sore muscles. Then all the process has to happen, right? It doesn't happen overnight. At least 3 months. Don't get discouraged if you go to the gym and after first month you don't get muscles, right? And I think the same happens on the Camino de Santiago. You have to slowly but surely, through the experience, adjust and understand naturally what Camino is for you, right? If you're thinking about the body, that's a beautiful idea, no? Because we started with the body. So maybe instead of losing the weight which will might happen for many, happen for Len 9 kilos. Maybe you.
I don't think it was his goal though.
I don't think it was his goal, but I think you maybe you gain more understanding of the body, like what I want to.
More confidence in the body.
From the first idea, I want this, you suddenly get deeper into maybe.
The deeper levels inside of you, no?
But you know what? The more you walk, the deeper you get inside.
No, that's true. Yeah.
If you're thinking, guys, if you're thinking about the short Camino from Sarria, for example, or from Tui, super amazing adventure, but consider longer ones because the magic happens.
The longer the better. The longer the better. Because the longer you walk, the more silent your mind gets. The more silence it gets, the more you can work deeper and deeper.
So you
Does it make
understanding
sense?
it totally. You understanding that the body, it's something totally. It's not just about the losing weight. And what about the mental thing? Nobody. When you give the reasons why you walk the Camino, oh, I want to mentally be more resilient. No. But the question, I'm curious is, once you finish in the Santiago, the takeaway, not takeaway, you say
Takeaway.
the takeaway of this is all mental.
When I finished this Camino, well, it took me a few Camino to get to this point. When I finished
This year.
this Camino this year, I realized I was more patient in the tasks, everyday tasks, because I realized that to do things or certain things, it takes time. You cannot achieve it in one day, in 1 week. It takes time, maybe 1 year. So I was more I'm more patient now. I don't get stressed when I don't get things right away. And it got me few Camino to get to this point. That's the mental takeaway from me, no? But I didn't walk Camino to be more patient or to realize that things take time to achieve, but I'm benefiting from it.
And this actually is a totally new level of understanding of Camino which wasn't there before.
Yeah. Also, sorry, that Lenz was asking, how about the second, third, fourth call for the Camino? Does the call differ or change with the subsequent calls? Like, you understand the question, right?
You simply addicted, Len. You simply it's not about the call, it's about the addiction to the Camino. And I think it happens to everyone. I'm taking it loosely, right? You want to go more deeper into it?
No, for me, how can I say? Well, the goal to walk Camino, okay, is there. But then I said it many times, I think. I'm already repeating myself. But it's like shedding few layers. Like now I learned, for example, patience, no? This patience will take me to another level of understanding and always like this. It's always getting to know yourself better and improving your life.
True. I like when you repeat yourself, especially when you say so wise things, baby. So mental is not even intellectual. It's not about the intellectuals. It's about mental understanding, patience, resilience, tolerance. It's another level that you discover suddenly once you start to walk the Camino. I what about the emotions? Oh, little puppy. I'll carry on with the emotions, baby.
You're good with emotions.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Che succede?
Especially when the dog is crying, like my heart is breaking. But you discover the emotions that obviously you don't do Camino for the emotional reasons. You don't. Or at least many people don't think about like that. So suddenly they discover they feel maybe on the last moment when they arrive to the Santiago, when they enter the square and suddenly they start to cry the first time in their life. Maybe They experience other things that in the beginning they didn't think about it. This is all idea about talking about the subject, not to be black and white. The Camino is for this or the Camino is for that. Because if we get into the and we've been there before, if we get into the Camino saying Camino is this, and if you only do it that way, that's BS, guys. That's a BS. I don't know. I should have said it, but the Camino is always like a rainbow full of colors, and the emotions are one of the colors that you actually discover. Hmm. And I'm actually thinking, hey, did I discover any emotions? Put down, guys, in the chat some emotions. Happy days. Chris is on the chat as always. Javi, um, Blue is getting some food right now as well. Anyway, if you haven't seen the Blue, come to the. I think by the 20 minutes ago we've introduced the Blue to everyone. That was a fun moment. Anyway, and the last of those big transformation, which is this reality of the Camino, is for many, that suddenly you realize, happens to many people when we bring some stories, suddenly you realize that life is not just about food and work. It is something more. This spiritual, call it religion, call it spiritual. It's about different dimension, no? It's like another layer that you shed, like Erica says. And another layer of understanding of what Camino is for you and what is your life. Because Camino is like life, right? So there's many people when they come to a Plaza del Obradoiro, which is the last step, last moment of Camino de Santiago, just in front of the cathedral, they have those big aha moments, the big of like, what is the life about? Which I'm pretty sure, and correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure nobody or little amount of people ask themselves about. So from understanding what the Camino de Santiago could be to understanding what the Camino de Santiago in reality is, there is a 500 miles of understanding. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know. But anyways, few Warren is asking, will he doing the Camino in 3 days? Who's doing Camino de Santiago in 3 days? I can't see the comment, guys. I can't see. The Marsha, my body disappointed me. I took taxis across the Meseta because of the knee injury. I considered going home, but learned the Camino for me was about the community and patience. There's another thing, and maybe we can come back to our conversation of the legend. You remember the legend? And many people discovered what the community is. Them the link they missing. Okay, like I'm missing now here, Erica and Blue. The link they missing in the Camino journey, it becomes visible. Like whatever you have to work on happens. You need community happens. You need something that happens, and sometimes it puts you into big lesson. But anyway, to know all of this, you have to come for the Camino de Santiago. And remember, if you're planning Camino de Santiago, ask us any questions, because that's what we're here for, right, baby? I don't know if she coming or not. But anyways, we were unsure of actually doing this session today because of the Blue, but hopefully, uh, anyway. So Erica will continue there for some time. Heading down into the last moments, the Warren is working. Oh, happy days! And the Warren is walking the Camino, heading down to the last part uh, of our session today. As you know, it has been protected by Wangari. This is something cool. I don't know if you heard us about talking about merino wool. And imagine what it would be if you could apply merino wool to your blisters, or actually to prevent the blisters. So we got a phone call from Australia. Merino ships from Australia, they called. And they say, with kind of strange American accent, hey, we got this strange accent. How guys, how are you? We have something for you. And we receive this. Okay? And we couldn't be more happy actually. Because we discovered that there is a sustainable way of taking care of your blisters. Okay? Because what actually happens? Okay, let us put us into the context. You're gonna walk. Look at that. Look at
Can
that.
even use it as a scarf if I'm cold.
So when you walk for a long time, especially when you walk too much, you're gonna get blisters, rashes for sure, and then blisters. Okay. So what do you do on the trail? You put. What do you do, baby?
You can do whatever fits best, but there are people who put Vaseline on the feet, almond oil, coconut oil. They put Compeed
Also,
to avoid the rashes.
I remember this person that came. That they have the blisters along the way. Okay, and then what actually is happening that can I put it here, just baby?
Of course.
And then when it actually happen is they walk and come into the albergue, they take or they rip off the compi or any other things that they have. We don't blame anybody, any other brand. And they walk on the hills with the open wounds. Finish. Not anymore. Why? Because of this. Thank you, baby.
Sorry, I wanted to put it inside because you satisfy my curiosity.
Okay, guys, this is the merino wool, the same that you're using for the no smelly t-shirts. You're using for the rashes and for the feet. Look at that.
Yeah, you just wrap. Well, every person gets blisters in different parts if you're prone to blisters.
I'm amazed.
Yeah, so you can just wrap it around your toes if you get
I'm
if you
amazed.
if you get blisters around your toes or around your foot, and even if it's wool, it won't be hot. It won't be hot, and people say, doesn't it move because it's so fluffy? No, but as soon as you start walking, it sticks to your feet. It's not an annoying feeling. You don't feel it. You don't feel that you're having it.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And the best thing of it that is actually so much that you can share with everybody on the trail.
And also you can take many packages. It depends on how much you use. It's only 20 grams. It looks like this sugar combo, whatever it's called. What's it called?
Yeah, this one. The beautiful thing is about, I think one of the most important, a part that works perfectly when you discover the rashes on your feet.
Even before, to prevent them.
To wrap it around and eliminates the odor and sweat. What actually it's one the reasons I love it because it's humane certificates. That means that these wool is taken from the ships with their own permission.
With their own permission. You can take it.
Yeah, that's what they do, because the industry of
It's
making
cruelty free.
things,
It's cruelty free.
cruelty free. The industry of making things can be a bit demanding. So this one is cruelty free,
and it's certified. It's not like they make it up. It's certified that it's
beautiful.
cruelty free.
Thank you, Wangari ships.
Wangari, can you read
Thank
it?
you, ships, for bringing us this. That's going to be lifesaver for our Caminos. And we strongly recommend this gear, guys. Go to the website wangari.com. Actually, they even on Amazon. They delivered all over the world.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
Yeah. And I think starting from 3 products, you get free shipping. You don't have
free ship.
So you can do your own.
Free ship.
How about lamb's wool?
This is lamb's wool. This is merino lamb's wool. Yeah, this is a lamb merino.
Yeah, Michael says, and you can wash it, dry it, and reuse it.
True story.
Yeah,
True story,
that's true.
guys. Until it loses the lanolin, you can actually use it all the time. Blue.
We still need to adjust with the puppy.
Is it cranky?
Yeah, he's cranky because he wants to sleep.
Anyway, so this brings us actually. I don't know. These are like kids, you know. We don't have kids.
If you can give us tips.
Yeah, give us some tips about what to do with the dogs, you know, because they're kind of cranky, especially when they go to sleep. Someone told us the other day that they're like kids. Yeah, but your kid doesn't chew your sofa. I have to tell you, man. They does not chew the sofa. And so, if you have any tips for us, we more than open to receive them. And remember, if you want to prepare with us for the Camino Santiago 2025, we're gonna launch also a preparation program to do it together in the group. Also the Camino retreat. Go to our website, and it's super easy. Super easy. Choose your date that you decide to have. Look at that. That's actually a website. Finishing our live today. Look at that. This is and the websites. Look at that. I'm showing the little website and the video that we did. If you're feeling like preparing for 2025, guys, this especially with people that been there, did it. Okay,
Yeah.
that is something that you consider. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it so much. Huh?
Yeah.
We had 5 groups last year. This year, 5 groups, and I think we've learned more than throughout all the years of Camino de Santiago. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that is it. Just write us the mail. Yeah.
For what?
To know more.
Yeah. You can still join the. You can still check the website. I'm gonna share it now.
Share the website, and meanwhile, answering the last questions is Isabel. The retreat looks amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Marcia said, "You need about the puppy. You need to give puppies lots of exercise. The problem is that he doesn't have the vaccination, so we cannot go out. That's the problem."
Yeah, that's the problem. But anyway, thank you today, guys, for being with us. That as a big thing in our first live with the blue.
Yeah, he will get better.
He scratched you.
Yeah, he always does.
Anyways, pleasure to have you here. Remember, this is only the first of the entire series of preparation for the Camino. Today we talk about expectation versus reality. Okay, what we think it is and what it actually is.
Yeah.
What the Harley Davidson is like when you're buying it and what you actually receiving, which you understand after you're driving, right?
Yeah. Sorry, Marcia says, did you create Caminotellers patches? We did. We have.
We forgot to tell you guys.
Yeah, Caminotellers family. We have some with Happy Days. You can find them on the website. We are still working on them, but you can already get this Caminotellers family and Happy Days patches.
You've been asking for a long time.
Yeah.
And here they are. Here they are. Happy days.
Happy days. Like the patches say.
Happy
days.
And so have it in mind, guys. And the next of our meeting session is going to be about, I think, the most important aspect of the Camino de Santiago, which is called intention setting.
Wow.
And I would even argue I wouldn't start Camino de Santiago without intention setting correctly understood.
No expectation.
And the process.
Yeah.
This is what can make your Camino from experience A to experience A to Z.
I was like, where is he going to?
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, guys. Sorry that I had to go out many times.
No, you did fantastic jobs. And the last of the last is just on the end, we're going to put you a video of the retreats and pre-Camino retreat. And with that, we say bye.
Ciao, chicos.
The only thing standing between you and walking the Camino is believing you can. This is our essence, building a community that stands beside you, helping you feel ready for the greatest adventure of your life. When you arrive at the journey within retreat, you find a safe space for you to be yourself, to share your story, and to simply breathe. Some search for days or weeks on the Camino to uncover their path, to uncover their purpose. At our retreats, we'll help you connect with yourself, feel your emotions, find harmony, and release what weighs you down before you begin. You will connect with fellow pilgrims, forming bonds that last throughout the Camino and beyond. Here, strangers become friends, and friends become family. The Camino is more than a path. It does not end in Santiago. It is not just about the destination, but the journey itself, and each step on the Camino expands your mind, fills your heart, and renews your spirit. It's a journey of confidence and clarity, guided by intentions that empower you for the pilgrimage ahead. Our greatest joy is giving back to our community.
Great experience with so much love.
The retreat feels like home to me.
Absolutely fantastic.
Love with everybody that's here.
Magical people, Ricky and Erica, thank you so much for making this happen.
Together, we create this dream. Your spirit is unique. Bring your gifts, your stories, and your kindness, and offer them freely. Camino de Santiago is a lifetime experience. Join our retreats and make it unforgettable.